So I want to make this video to serve as a sort of tutorial so that you can always refer to it when you're having difficulty with Kiki. So when you're indoors, because it's just very casual, the leash is not really necessary, especially when you have a high value treat. So I encourage you to use the chicken sausage because it is a high value treat. You know, it's even of much higher value than whatever treats they package and sell in shops and stuff. And I've tried so many of them. So just regular chicken sausage. I use Sadia sausage, chop it up into small pieces. So it means that each sausage is split down one way and then split through again, and then now chopped up into pieces. And then you have very sizable pieces that she can easily consume immediately, just like she did. So you give her one treat. As you see, she's lying down, she's offering behavior because she's used to the routine, she's used to this whole system. So when I come out and then I let her out and I wait casually, she comes to settle around me or in front of me. It's like she's expecting something. Are we about to play that game? Then the confirmation comes as soon as I give her the treat. Then she knows, yes, we're about to play that game. So when she understands that, her mind is now in tune with the moment. So you have her attention. So what I encourage is you doing this intentionally. If you make it casual, if you're just there and then you just suddenly call her out and you want to practice stuff, you're not prepared with treats or anything, it should only be after you have done this for at least another 6 weeks by yourself. You know, then afterwards you would have gone through so many things, noticed certain mistakes, noticed certain patterns, the way she responds and everything. You would have had that experience very, very well. So now when you decide to try her out and you don't even have any treats on you, you'll know how to maneuver. So I would recommend you always start off with treats when she comes home. Treats are forever. So even when you've practiced with her that long, 6 weeks, and then you want to fade the treats out, you never do actually fade them out completely. You just start to reduce the quantity more and more. So now, at the stage that we're at, she doesn't necessarily need to get a treat for every single thing that she does. But with you, I would encourage that with your first few sessions, let's say your first 3, maybe 4 sessions, you should give her, please, hey, don't start. You should give her a treat for every single thing that you ask her to do that she does. That is more for you than for her, so that you really get into the flow and then you build a good rhythm and stuff. And then now you can start to reduce it. Maybe for every 2 things she does, then she gets a treat. But you shouldn't stretch it completely right at the beginning. Eventually, you can let her do everything that she's learned. And then when she's done with everything, then she gets a treat and then you're done for the day. And with that, you can continue for as long as 10 years. So I have her attention. Now come. Very good. Sit. Yes, very good. Good girl. Okay, so what I just did there was call her. But if you notice, when I called her, I just crouched a little and showed her my hand to call her, right? Because I use the hand to offer treats. And so the hand has become a very powerful tool. So the hand gives you the opportunity to move her around. This way, come. Good girl. Very good. This way, come. Very good. Sit. Good. And there's no treats in my hand. The treats is actually my left hand. But that's how effective your hand becomes when you are using treats to do practice with her and stuff. So one of the things that you should practice is luring her. You put a treat right at her muzzle, let her know that you have it, and then you take it away from her. Try to lure her. Very good. Very good. This way. Sit. Very good. Good girl. So, and I know you have some experience with this because you did teach her how to spin, and that takes luring to be able to accomplish. So yeah, anytime you are calling her, you want your hand to be in the middle of your body. Be very mindful about that. If you are in training, you should never be casually be standing like this. If you're standing like this casually, it's very easy for you to confuse her. Her attention is always going to be going to the hand. So you want to keep your resting position like this. Your hand is always in your center when you're resting. It means when you're doing nothing and you're just looking at her, it should be like this. When you ask her to sit and you want her to stay and you're waiting, it should be in your center. Then when she's done and you want to free her, then you can move it to the side away from you to let her know she's truly free. Free? Yes, and she can have it. It means she can have it. If she wants, she can go. If she wants, she can come back. It's her choice, but then she's free. That's the idea. So, of course, if you do just call, Kiki, come, good, she will come. Now, if she comes to you and let's say your hands were on the side like that, she would probably come to the hand. That's why your resting place should always be here. So with this, stop. With this, she would rather come to you. Come. Good. Sit. Very good. So I have her in my center because her attention is all in the middle, all in the middle. Come. Good. Sit. Look where she's sitting when my hand is on the side. So where your hand is super important. You don't want this. You want this. Come. Good. Sit. Very good. You want this. Yes. Very good, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Very good. Now I kept my hand there and then started moving because I did want her to get up. But I didn't want her to get up like without my hand there unless I tell her free. So sit. Good, very good. So for example, with this one, no, I don't want her to get up. She should only get up, sit. Yes, good, sit, very good. Good. I want her to stay. And then if she can be free, it should be because I tell her to. Free? Yes, very good. And then you get your treats. Very good. So this video is more explanation than demonstration. I am demonstrating as well. When I'm done, maybe I'll just do a quick routine of everything. But I want to use the first part of the video to do a lot of talking to give you some understanding, because the understanding is always a principle. It's always a foundation. So it should be thorough. Come. Yes, very good. So keep your hand in the middle whenever you call. And then when you are asking your dog to sit, you don't want to ask your dog to sit like this. Sit, no, you don't want to do this. You don't want to have her busy whilst you're communicating with her. You always want to have her attention whilst you're communicating with her. So it means that if I call her, come here, sit, I'm taking the treat away as I ask her to sit. I'm not giving it as I ask her, even though I use it to lure her. Come. When she comes where I want, then now I take it away. Sit. Yes, very good. Have your attention. Yes, good. And then I give it to her. So you always take the treat away first, get her attention, and then you give her the treat. And that's especially when you use your hand to lure her. This way, come. Very good. This way. So I've lured her to my side. Sit. Come, this way. Good girl. This way. Good. Sit. Very good. Take the treat away first. It's still in my hand. She sits in. I have her attention. Yes. Very good. Free? Yes. Good girl. Very good. So you always want to make sure when you're communicating with your dog, it is when you have her attention, not when she's busy. She's on the treat and I'm talking to her. No, that's wrong. I take it away. Sit. Yes, very good. And then I give it to her. Free. If I take it away without saying sit, you notice that I still have her attention. Free. Take it away. She gives me her attention. She's like, where are you taking it to? And then I take it towards my face intentionally, still keeping my hand in the middle of my body. But I take it up all the way towards my face because it's just to encourage her to look at me so that she can see and sense how I feel. And I can always see and sense how she feels, especially because they understand our feelings way more than our words. So we want to have that communication, that silent communication, in addition to whatever we're telling them. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. Good. Free. Very good. So notice how this entire time we are out here, I am the center of Kiki's world. I'm the center of Kiki's world because she's in class and she enjoys class so much. Because I don't try to make this exercise stressful. I try to make it as interesting and fun as possible. So even when she's getting stressed out, I'll start to give her treats for free. You know, just let her run around and chase and give it to her for free. I want her to always see this experience as an interesting one. So yes, she's getting high value treats. Yes, she's working for it. But she's working not to be stressed out and upset. She's working to learn and enjoy. Sometimes she will get stressed out, and then, like I said, I'll give her free treats just to excite her again and remind her, because that's important. And this is what that has achieved. This relationship where she's so interested and just waiting and looking up to me. So when you practice, this is what essentially passes on to you. You already have a great bond and relationship with her. But that is like she's around you and she's doing whatever she likes, but she is around you. She has what she wants, which is to be around you. And that's enough for her, and she's living her life. But when you practice with her, the relationship changes to she's around you and she's looking up to you and she's asking you, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to sit? Do you want me to lie down? What should I do? So the more you practice like this and the more you build that relationship, now when she's distracted and she's doing whatever it is she likes, and it's important that she pays attention to you, it's easy for her to listen and respond when you call her. Even when you meet her and she's excited, jumping like she was jumping the last time you came. When that is happening, if you've had this kind of practice with her, as soon as she's doing that, when you stop and just stand and you say sit, she'll stop and she'll sit immediately. So sometimes, let me see if I can get her excited and all of a sudden stop the excitement. Good girl, very good, good girl, very good girl, Kiki, come here, good girl, very good girl, Kiki, good girl, come here, good girl, very good girl, Kiki, good girl. Good girl. This is not too excited, but we'll manage it. Good. Sit. And then she stops everything. She sits. Very good. Very good. And she will stay. It's not like she'll sit and finish and then start running around again. So that's the result of the practice. So when you start off with her, because she's already used to a different kind of relationship with you, at the beginning, she might want to get up and run around. She feels like, okay, this is not the classroom. This is a different forte. But then when you continue, when you have 1 session, 2 sessions, she realizes that, okay, I never left the classroom. The classroom just shifted to mommy. Then now it's going to be much better and much more solid. Very good. Yes, very good. So with those principles in mind, now we want to just take her through her routine, the things that she's learned. Of course, to respond to her name, Kiki. Good girl, sit. Yes, very good. To respond to the sit command, good. Down. Yes, very good. To respond to the down command. And then, of course, when she sits, to learn to stay there. When she lies down, to learn to stay and wait for you to tell her otherwise. Good, Kiki. Good girl. Very good. I want to get her attention usually before I talk to her. All right, sit. Yes, very good. Whenever I'm asking her to sit, I hold a treat above her head to encourage it, to encourage her getting up. Free. Yes, very good. Good girl. So, quiet, you troublesome man. So, the other thing I want to speak about, which is extremely important, no, stop, is the marker, the positive marker and the negative marker, the yes and the no. Don't compromise on that. Those are the most important things in dog training because they cut across every kind of training. So you just need to always make sure when you say sit and she sits, you say yes before you do anything else. Good. Very good girl. Down. Yes. Notice I say it as soon as she goes down, as soon as her elbows touch the floor, because that's what a down should be. Not that she goes partially and the space is hanging. You want her to just go and relax. So I'm watching. And as soon as that happens, as soon as she hits the floor, I say yes. When I do that, she knows that down means these things need to touch the floor. Because whenever they touch, that's when the yes comes. Very good. Good. Sit. Yes, good sit. When she also sits all the way, as soon as she gets to the position I want her to be, and then I reward. Yes, good sit. Very good. No, sit. Yes, very good. Because I asked to sit, not to lie down. So when she lies down, it's a no, and I bring her back. Sit. Very good. Yes, good girl. Very good. All right, free. Yes, good girl. So even though, she was at the same place, she wasn't going, so why bother? But it's just to help her to not only differentiate much more clearly, but to be prim and proper. Sometimes you actually just need her to sit for whatever reason, maybe to take a photo, whatever, and then sometimes you actually just need her to lie down. So the differentiation is important. So if I ask her to sit, good, sit. I want this. If she goes down, no, sit, yes. Good, very good. Very good. No, leave it. Let me get it for you. There you go. Kiki, leave it. Come. Leave it. It's here. It's here. Try to avoid dropping treats. Whenever you drop it, then they start looking on the floor for stuff. No, Kiki, come. It's here. Good. Sit. Yes, very good. So the yeses and nos are extremely important. So now I'm going to just run her through her entire routine. So you want to always start with the name calling. Come. Kiki, yes. Sit. Very good. Sit. Down. Yes. Good. Down. Sit. Yes. Good. Sit. Left spin, no, right spin, sorry. Yes. And you still need to use the hand to point. Now, simply pointing helps. Like left spin, Kiki, left spin. Yes. No, come. Good girl. Left spin. Yes, very good. Very good. Right spin. Yes, very good. And of course, she's much more used to the right spin because you already taught her that, so it's in her more. With left spin, she goes lackadaisically. Left spin. Yes, very good. Very good. Hello. Yes, very good girl, Kiki. And then the last things are the stay command. This way, come. Good. I dropped my treats. Good. Come. Good girl. Sit. Yes, good sit. Down. Down. Kiki. No, come. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Yes. Good. Down. Very good. No, come back. Very good. Sit. Good. Down. Yes, very good. Down is the biggest test for her impulse. So because it was the first time we did it today, she didn't pass the test because the impulse is always high. But as soon as I corrected, it's like I just reminded her simply. So she's staying down. I've come all the way to you. She's over there. No, no. And she's not used to being down and I'm away. I'm talking plenty. So because of the explanations and stuff, it's pulled her away. But when you're quiet, you wouldn't have that problem. But when that happens, you just correct. Bring her back to the same spot. Sit. Good. Down. Yes. Good down. Remember to say yes. Good down. The good down is like affirmation. The good down is more like the command now. It's like that's how I'm telling her to stay, to let her know she's doing the right thing. I'm all the way here. She's still there. Then I can go back to her. Immediately I get to her, I'll say yes and reward. But if she gets up, I don't give her the reward in the sitting position. I want her to get used to taking it in the down position. So when I get back, if she sits, I say no, down. When she goes back, yes, good down. Very good. And I'll say good down again and walk away. Each time I say good down, essentially it means stay. And then I have her still there. That's good. I'll walk back to her and reward her again. Yes, very good down. You notice this time she stayed down for the reward. So I tell her again, good down, walk away. So this time she stayed for the reward because she took the correction the last time. And then this time, after I give her a treat, I will free her. So I try to get 3 in a row. Yes, good down. Free. Yes, very good girl. Good girl. Come here, good girl. Very good, very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. And because the stay tests her impulse and drags it for a length of time, I want to always make it worth her while. So after, I'll give her like 3, 4 treats, to let her know I appreciate her time. So the next level of the stay command is hiding from her sight. Aha. So with that level, I recommend you start small steps. So as I said, you start one time, walk away, come back and all that. But when you do that a few times, when you've done it twice in a row, 3 times in a row, and now it's picking up and it's smooth, then you can try this stage of it. Come. Good. Sit. Yes, very good. Now I'm going to pass this way. There's a division here. So when I walk that way, she's not going to see me. So as soon as I get out of her sight, I'll come back quickly because I don't want to stretch it too long. I want her to get it right even the first time. Good. Sit. Very good. There you go. So I'll ask her to lie down. Down. Good girl. Down. Yes. And then I say, good down. And then I walk away, this time passing this way. Okay, I'm out of her sight now. And she breaks free. So when this happens, you bring her back. Back to the same spot. Sit. Very good. Sit. Down. Yes. Good down. And you repeat. So please be very mindful of the correction. It's very important. You walk her back. Okay, I'm out of her sight. Coming back. You walk her back to the same spot anytime she makes the mistake. And when you ask her to go down, you don't give her a treat. You only give her the treat when you come back. Yes. Good down. Now she gets the treat after she got the thing she got wrong right. Good down. Again, I'm going to try 3 in a row. Out of her sight, come all the way to the end of the corridor. She's still there? I can't see. Ah, yes, she is. Yes. Good down. Good down. Notice I hardly ever forget to say yes. So when I come back and she's where I want her to be, I say yes right before I give her the treats. Okay, let's go back. So this is the third time. Yes. Good down. Very good. And now I free her. Free. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Very good. Good. So that's the next stage of it, hiding.